Hello. Okay. Alright, so I sent out the notifications. I haven't streamed on a Sunday in a long time, but I had to make up for missing stream on Friday. My morning's been alright. Been kind of a little hectic because there's some family stuff. Nothing bad, but just some family coming over and stuff. And, you know, it's one of those days where I really couldn't stream today, but I made time to do it. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to stream next Sunday as well because I'm not going to be home on Saturday, pretty much. So I'm going to have to stream Friday and Sunday instead of Friday and Saturday. Which is fine. Like, it doesn't really affect anything. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs could be the first NFL team to three-peat. Honestly, they probably will. I think we're fairly close. Like we're definitely towards endgame. I'm gonna speed things up because I want to get to Judgment before it gets like taken off of PS Now. So I'm gonna just focus on like the character quests, like Lady Adachi and Norio and stuff, and the main quest. So I'm not gonna do like all the little side quests anymore. I honestly forgot like how much content there was in this game, so I was kind of playing it thinking there wasn't going to be all that much, and there's not going to be like a lot more. So let's upgrade this, and then can we still upgrade one? Okay, we can. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of football, but I usually do watch the Super Bowl, and out of like all the Super Bowls I've seen, I think that was like the best one. Like that game was so good. Honestly, I kind of want to watch the Chiefs when they come back now for the next season. Like that game might have made me a Chiefs fan. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, it got the Iki Island DLC. It's actually really good. It goes more into like Jin's father and his backstory. It's actually pretty well done. If like I don't think we're gonna play it though, because like a lot of people want to see Judgment, and I honestly want to play it, so I don't think we're gonna quite play it. What armor should I upgrade? I'm rocking clan armor. So this is the one for like archery. Oh, I guess we can only we can only upgrade the Chidori armor? Oh, yeah. I guess we upgrade our bow. Now we can only unlock that. Is it even worth it? Concentration total time by 2 seconds. I mean, I do tend to use archery a lot. Yeah, let's do it. So I tend to... Alright, I'm switching out of that hat, though. I'm not rocking with that hat. Sorry. I ain't rocking with it. I ain't rocking with it. Let's do... I ain't rocking with it. Actually, doesn't look bad with that. Doesn't look terrible. I might just go with a headband, honestly. Yeah, let's rock a headband. And then... let's go no mask for a little bit. Oh, you never got to play Ghost of Tsushima? It's probably my most recommended PlayStation like first party game, honestly. Out of any of them you can play. We're close to unlocking the ghost armor, I think, aren't we? Oh, actually, this might be it. I think we're just about to do it. I think what we'll do I think we'll do Judgment and then Lost Judgment, and then I might do Yakuza 0 just to get started in the series. But I'm not gonna do like all fucking 10 Yakuza games back to back to back. Like, if I play through the series, it's gonna be over the course of some time. It's like, I know people want to see me play it, but like, that's just a lot of Yakuza. Gaming's been so boring lately. I mean, the last big thing that came out, I think, was Alan Wake 2. I've been playing through it, but like recently, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people are praising Helldivers 2 right now. Like, that's like the big thing, but I feel like that's gonna kind of be like a fad. Like, it's probably gonna be something that doesn't last very long. I could be wrong, but Hi, Scarlet Widow. Yeah, I know Infinite Wealth just came out. There's a new Yakuza game like every fucking 6 months. It's crazy. I actually haven't played... Oh yeah, we just unlocked the Ghost Armor. So I basically upgraded this Dory Armor for no reason whatsoever. So that was basically pointless. Although the first one doesn't look that good, but it gets better. I actually never played the first Dragon's Dogma game, but one of my friends is really into it, and he was kind of talking to me about... Oh! We didn't get a good enough swing on there. One of my friends was talking to me about it, and it sounds cool, because it's like... I think that your like party or companions or whatever, it's like adaptive, and they like learn how to fight and stuff from watching you. It sounds cool, but I remember like when it came out, not many people were talking about it. I think that's a game that kind of got popular later on. Rise of Ronin. Oh, that's coming out next month. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it probably is gonna be good, but like I just haven't really been paying much attention to it. The thing is, I don't buy games on release anymore, really. I play them, like, when they come out on PS Plus, or, like, they're dirt cheap, because it's just $60 is just too much to be spending on, like, fuck you. $60 is just too much to be spending, like, 70 or whatever, it's a lot of money. So, I never buy games on release anymore. But I'm guessing it's gonna be good. There's like that Sung Wukong game that's been people been talking about for like a year or so. It looks alright as well. Yeah, games are just really expensive. Would I rather be in a boxing match with Arkham Batman or Mike Tyson? Probably Mike Tyson. I mean, a boxing match with Mike Tyson, all that really happened is he'd hit me once and I'd get knocked out. So it's not even like, you know, like that's like the worst of it. Like I get hit. That's why I don't do stealth. Fuck off. Yeah, Mike Tyson definitely. And the Arkham Batman, bro, he'd probably like fucking at least breaking armor too. Arkham Batman give me a 2-piece combo. No, he'd probably fucking like break my arm or electrocute me or some shit. Like, he doesn't usually knock people out. He usually fucks you up first. So yeah, I guess I'd rather Mike Tyson. Oops. Alright, now that they seem separated. This guy's not very good hearing. Alright. Let's see where I can poison them all. I think I remember this. What are they shooting at? Are they just trying to destroy more of the bridge? Sneak through the garden. I guess we have to go this way. I love how there's just fall damage in this game, yet there's like shit like this where that doesn't kill you. Oh, I think I remember this being a little annoying. Alright, I guess I didn't mess anything up. Oh wait, I can use a zip line, I think. Yeah. So I can get up to this guy up top. So I gotta sneak over there. Alright. Ghost of Tsushima is what Assassin's Creed wishes it was. If Assassin's Creed was like Ghost of Tsushima, I would love it so much. I wonder, because I think they're working on a... like an Assassin's Creed game in feudal Japan. I wonder how similar it's going to feel to Ghost of Tsushima. Because, like, you know, that's what everyone's going to compare it to. I think you're going to play as the... what was that guy? Like, Yusaku or something like that? The Black Samurai. Who wins, Kratos or Doomslayer? I don't know. I mean, Doomslayer's got a lot of plot armor, so maybe him. So I have to go around and poison the pig somehow. I think I can assassinate this guy and be okay. Yeah. Doomslayer stomps? I mean, probably not, because Kratos is like a literal god. Like, Kratos literally lifted the 9 realms, so Doomslayer probably does not stomp. Assassin's Creed, from the first game to Unity, was best. Assassin's Creed Black Flag was one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I mean, the mainline series seems to be more favorited than the newer ones, I guess. I just really couldn't get into any of that. Like, Black Flag, I didn't mind. I actually played Syndicate, and I didn't mind Syndicate. It just felt bloated. Like, Syndicate felt bloated, but I didn't mind it. I liked it because it had, like, the grappling hook, which, like, I don't know. I like Assassin's Creed games when it comes to parkour. I just find it really frustrating. Like, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's like too... The parkour in Assassin's Creed, it feels too sensitive and not sensitive enough. Like, you're climbing up, and then just randomly, for no reason, your character, like, jumps backwards, and you just die. So I just, you know, I just didn't really like that very much. So, like, Syndicate, it got you the grappling hook, and you could, like, kind of... It made going up really long buildings easier. Origins is what the series should have continued to be. Well, I thought that's what they tried to do with Odyssey and Valhalla. Like, the thing, whenever I watched gameplay of, like, Odyssey or Valhalla, it didn't look like Assassin's Creed. Like, other than the name, it really... It felt like Ubisoft wanted to make a new IP, but they didn't know if it would, like, stand on its own, so they just called it Assassin's Creed. Because, like, from what I understand, it doesn't really have that much to do with Assassin's Creed. Like, the actual story. I remember when I heard, you know, that, like, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you're going to be a Viking. And I'm like, that sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Because Assassin's Creed, like, the base of the assassins they're supposed to be, like, assassins. They're supposed to be stealthy. If there's one thing a Viking wasn't, it was stealthy. Origins was perfect. They ruined it with the other two. Ezio Trilogy was actually sick. Yeah, I've never played the first, like, Ezio game. I've played a little bit of Revelations. And actually, no, I don't think I played Brotherhood either. I would try, like, if I'm gonna try the games, I would try 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, maybe, and then try to go from there. Because, from my understanding, they've never remade or, like, ported the first game, I think. And the first game I hear is pretty outdated, so I don't think I'd want to play it either. And the thing is with Assassin's Creed, like, every time I've played it, it's like, there's fun missions in between, but then it just gets to a point where, like, you play the game, and you play the game, and, like, it's just like, you get a trailing mission one after the other. Yeah, I know they remastered. They've remastered, I think, every game except for the first one. They remastered the trilogy, they did 3, they did 4. I think they did, like, I don't think they've done, like, Syndicate or Unity or anything, but, you know, would I rather be Killer Croc or Baraka? Both sound terrible. Well, I don't know, it depends on what continuity, because in the new continuity for Mortal Kombat, Baraka has, like, a disease that makes him like that, so technically, there could be a cure eventually. What if I can get him first try? I don't know why they're remaking Black Flag over the first game. Probably because it was so favorited. Like, Black Flag is probably the highest rated Assassin's Creed, I would imagine. But it's funny, because in Black Flag, even the things that people love the most are, like, the least Assassin's Creed parts, like the actual ship fighting. It's like, the parts people like in Black Flag are the parts that don't feel like Assassin's Creed games. You really can't dodge that second hit. What the fuck was that? I wasn't even in range. Dude, I rolled out and he still hit me with that. I feel like there's 2 phases to this. That hit is so weird. What animes have I watched? Cowboy Bebop, Monster, Death Note, Soul Eater, Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of Naruto, and that's about it. Not a ton. I guess not. Thoughts on Cowboy Bebop? It's awesome. It's a great series. To me, I don't love modern day anime just because like I hate the animation because it's so computer generated. I love the look of like 90s animes because you can tell everything's just like hand drawn and stuff. It's like Cowboy Bebop is so beautiful. Like the artwork is so good. Yeah, old anime is so good. And it's like I like Cowboy Bebop too because there is an overarching story, but for the most part it's kind of an anthology. Like each episode is kind of a self-sustained story. So technically, you could just watch a random one and not feel lost. That's what I like about it, too. Yeah, I want to get into Vinland Saga. Like, after I read Berserk, which I'm almost done with the Golden Age arc. Once I'm done with Berserk, I'm going to read through Vinland Saga. Who would I rather be tortured by, Joker or Scarecrow? I guess Scarecrow, because I'm more likely to survive than with the Joker. Ooh, Uncle ain't happy. Scarecrow isn't necessarily insane, he's just a dick. The Joker will kill you without remorse or thought. Well, in the comics, like, because Scarecrow, like, a lot of times he'll get hit with his own gas, so he does kind of go insane sometimes in the comics. But usually he bounces back. They kind of did that in the Arkham games, too. Like, in Arkham Asylum, he was sort of insane. Like, he kind of went a little crazy, and then in Arkham Knight, he kind of got his mind back after he survived Killer Croc. Doesn't explain why he has a British accent in Knight, though, but, you know, maybe he has, like, multiple personalities or something. I don't get the hate for Superman. Like, that just, a lot of it just doesn't make sense. Like, people who say Superman's boring, I feel like just haven't read a comic, or like, they probably have only watched the movies. What's up, D? No, yeah, like people who say Superman's boring have not read the comics. There's no way. The problem with DC is that I'm a fanboy and I love my Blue Boy Scout. The problem with DC, I actually haven't watched Smallville either, even though I want to. But the problem with DC, and like, admittedly, as a Batman fanboy myself, DC gives way too much attention to Batman. And anytime there's been like a Superman project in the works, anytime it's like a movie or a game, they almost always like, cancel it, and they're like, oh, let's do another Batman thing. Because admittedly, I'm sure Batman sells more like merch and stuff and toys than Superman probably. But it's so dumb because the only reason for that is because they don't do enough with Superman. Like, how, you know, Henry Cavill never got a sequel to Man of Steel before they did Dawn of Justice, I will never understand. I love James Gunn movies, and I think Superman Legacy is going to be good. I'm hoping it is. Like, I doubt, James knows what to do, and he's actually a comic fan, so I'm hoping it'll be good. The only thing that's weird with me about Superman Legacy is that apparently they're bringing the Authority. I don't understand why you would bring them in before using any other Superman rogue. Like, that's kind of weird to me, but the cast is perfect. Oh, for Superman Legacy? Yeah, it's really good. What'd you say earlier? You think Batman... Oh no, you think Scarecrow would be immune to his own toxin? Well, he is sometimes. I'm interested to see what Nicholas Hoult is going to do with Lex Luthor. That's probably the most interesting casting. I'm interested to start seeing when they start casting for Brave and the Bold too. I'm very interested to see how that turns out. I want Nicolas Cage, Superman. As an Ultimate Superman, we're having two Batman at the same time. Why not two Supermen? They can do it. My thing is, like, I think it's smart that DC does that. Like, originally I was like, oh, it doesn't really make sense, but DC, the thing with, like, characters like Batman and Superman is they're so strong, they can have, like, standalone movies. Like, it makes sense to keep the Reeve movies going while continuing. Like, I'm not against that. I'm surprised they didn't just make the Batman the first new movie in the new trilogy, but in a way I think it's better, actually. I love Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon. It's really good. It's pretty good. What's great too is the Batman, the 2004 show. That one's really good too. Actually, Seek Donnelly, friend of the channel, they were live last night, and he was sort of talking about the 2004 show, and he said something I agree with a lot, which was it's the 2004 show was good because it actually did change, like, a lot of the continuity and a lot of the characters. Like, it changed, like, some backstories and stuff, and it actually, like, made them different, and it was interesting, because, and they said this, too, where, Batman's sort of a hamster wheel character, where they tend to always fall into the same place, like, a lot of stories feel samey, and the cool thing with the 2004 one is it kind of changed it up. That's why I like Earth 1 a lot. Like, I love the Earth 1 comic, because it changes the continuity a little bit. If it wasn't for Superman, Batman would never have existed. Superman, I would say that's the case for a lot of, like, Wonder Woman wouldn't have existed either. Oh, it never aired in your country? Oh, that's unfortunate. It was very good. Oh, this is heartbreaking. I would agree. It's not very recently he's gotten more respect and bigger roles. I liked Nicholas Hoult a lot in The Menu. I thought he did a good job there. I mean, that was a good movie all in all, but that was really good. Hot take, Christian Bale is the best Bruce Wayne, but the worst Batman. I don't think that's really a hot take. I actually agree with that wholeheartedly. You know who I think was a good Bruce Wayne? Awful Batman, right? And awful movie. George Clooney, I think, was a decent Bruce Wayne. Like you know, it's George Clooney, so he had a good look to him. And, you know, he sort of fit the role as, like, the Bruce Wayne. And that's the only level of respect you'll hear me give to George Clooney's Batman. But his Batman was awful. Although, really, I would say, like, most of the live-action actors who played Batman were... Like, even Val Kilmer. I don't think Val Kilmer did a bad job as Batman. I just think he was in a bad movie. Like, I don't think Val Kilmer did a bad job at all. Like, I think he did as good as he could. I think Pattinson might be the best Batman, but I hope we see more of his Bruce Wayne. You know, he can't just be Batman while he's Bruce Wayne too. Like, I think you need some kind of separation between them. Oh, so now we're in Act 3. So we're in the final act. So we are moving along pretty quick. Rip the horse? Yeah, rip the horse. You know, I didn't even realize the horse died in the first time I played. I was so confused. I just don't think I was paying attention. You watched The Batman 10 times? I think I've seen it like 4. I cannot wait for the Penguin show. I'm so sad it got like sidelined because of COVID, but I'm happy it's like coming back. Oh, I was just trying to call my horse. I really don't got one right now. The reason why Christian Bale is so good at playing Bruce Wayne is because of American Psycho. I mean, yeah, I guess for the look-wise, I mean, Patrick Bateman isn't exactly, Oh, it finished filming today? The Penguin? Did it really? I'm hoping we can get it by maybe the summer, then. Something else big finished, too. Reach the sacred tree without being seen. Halloween, maybe, that'd be nice. Oh, maybe, but I'd like to see it before. Oi! Oh! Alright, well, I failed that. I like the books, but the movie suck in my opinion. Oh, American Psycho? I've never read the original book, but I want to. I want to read the original book. Whenever I'm like at Barnes & Nobles, I always see it. I'm always like, should I do it? Should I do it? I never end up buying it. You know what? You know what's a video I want to do in the future? I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Fight Club started out as a novel, and then it was a movie. But the same guy who wrote the first Fight Club book, Chuck, what's his name? Chuck Palahniuk or something like that. Palahniuk. He actually made 2 sequels to the Fight Club that were actually comics, but it's like they're very different and they're like really weird. I thought it'd actually be a fun video to like go through them and talk about them. But it's like, it's tough because if I made that video, I'd have to make it very clear that these are not sequels to the movie, they're sequels to the book, because the book and the movie are pretty different for Fight Club. Well, not pretty different. I think they're semi-similar, but they're, you know, most people who would click on that video would probably have watched the movie. Because I don't think the book was, like, overly popular. Phone died, you're back. Awesome. What are your thoughts on Batman 2 introducing Robin? Oh, thought I heard someone calling me. I would like it. You know, I like it when, you know, a Batman movie doesn't just ignore Robin existing, you know. I'd like them to do it. I'd be interested to see how. Like, it'd be interesting to see how they adapt him. Like, I hate when people, or like, they talk about Batman. It's like, oh, Batman can have Robin. Robin's so goofy. It's not. Batman's supposed to be serious. It's supposed to be, you know, this and that. It's supposed to be grounded. He wouldn't have that. Robin can be random thug kid that runs from Batman. Well, that's kind of Jason Todd, because Batman found Jason because Jason was like stealing his tires. I'm curious of who they would do. Like, I actually wonder if they would make him Dick Grayson, because you know, I'd be curious if they tie him into the Flying Graysons. Like, Robert is good as Batman, but kind of a different take as Batman. Yeah, I guess. They can kind of, like, combine... Like, they can kind of combine Dick Grayson and Jason Todd, if they wanted to. Like, you can make it Dick Grayson, but kind of give him some mannerisms of Jason Todd. Jason fits more in the universe. Yeah, I think so, which is why I feel like they might skip over Dick. I feel like if they're going to bring in Robin in the Pattinson movies, I feel like it's going to be Jason Todd. Which, like, even though I don't love Jason Todd or the Red Hood, I wouldn't mind that choice. Like, I don't think that would be a bad choice, quite honestly. I wouldn't be upset with it. Do you think Red Hood would be a good fit in the Batman 2 or a future movie? Not in the Batman 2, but in a future movie, yeah. Because unless they're, like, completely changing... Red Hood's backstory, he can't really be in Batman 2. You don't like Red Hood? Not really. I don't love Jason Todd. I just really don't like Jason Todd. And I don't really care for the Red Hood story, to be honest. Like, I've never really cared for it. Yeah. Robin could... If they're gonna bring Robin into, like, the Pattinson verse, he'd have to be, at the very least, like, 16, 17. Something like that. Like he couldn't be, like, a kid. He definitely could not be, like, a kid. That'd just be weird. Yeah, like... Probably closer to mid-teens, to be honest. This is a long-ass mission. But this is kind of just setting up for Endgame. So after this, we should focus on doing more of the long missions. I mean, I just don't like the way Red Hood has been presented in comics. I just don't love the stories he's been in. But that's not to say that I don't think he could be in a good story. The only thing you didn't like about Batman was Alfred? Really? I loved Andy Serkis. I thought he did a great job. I liked Andy Serkis because he felt like he was inspired from Earth 1 Alfred, which is my favorite version of Alfred. He's not like this old sort of helpless, you know, lapdog for the Waynes. He's actually like a badass ex-secret service guy, kind of no-nonsense guy. I like that he felt more like that. Here you can get the item that lets you fire up your sword. Oh, okay. It's kind of not even that good, though, from what I remember. Thoughts on Damian Wayne? If they don't make him an annoying brat on purpose, then he's fine. Like, in the animated movies, like the Teen Titans Judas Contract and stuff, he's pretty good. Like, I don't mind him as long as they don't make him, like, purposely annoying, like they do sometimes. You can get a charm that makes it last longer. Okay. I'll probably do it. I like the badass ex-military Alfred who beats the shit out of people like a jade old man. Exactly. Like that's the Alfred I like. My favorite version of Alfred is from the Dark Knight trilogy. Well, I mean, Michael Caine is just a legend. Like, a lot of that just has to do with Michael Caine being an incredible actor. I just want to see. Oh, we can't even see anything yet, but... Oh, no, we can. So, I just want to see... So, Tale of Yuna, we didn't get very far in. We have the last thing for Koji. Norio Quest, we have a bit more to do. We're pretty much done with Lady Adachi, and then... I think we have one more for Lord Ishikawa, I think. Because I want to finish those out before we continue with the main quest. So, once we get a chance, we're going to come back down and finish these up. And then Yuna has a quest too. Alright. Batman 1989 Joker's underrated? Jack Nicholson? I don't think he's underrated at all. I think a lot of people praise him as Joker. I wouldn't say he's underrated. A lot of people give him props. I don't think... Wait, I can't do what? Go back and do those missions? Wait, is that whole part locked until I finish the game? There's no way. Really? I don't remember that. If that's actually the case, that kind of sucks. Because I want to finish those missions. I mean, I guess worst comes to worst, we can just finish them up and then move on to Judgment, but I didn't think it locked... I don't remember that. Could Telltale Batman survive the Arkham games? I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of the Telltale Batman. I mean, the second season's okay. It has its moments, but I thought the first season with the fucking geriatric Riddler and the Lady Arkham Vicky Vale, I just thought that was dumb as shit. Like, the second season's okay. It has its moments, but it's not perfect either. Yeah, I've played Elden Ring. It's like the only FromSoft game I've really gotten into. I've played it like... I've played it a bunch of times. It's pretty good. Oh! I didn't even know he was down there. Oh, I guess we could get seen. This doesn't really matter. Elden Ring is FromSoft's magnum opus. Yeah, I mean, unless they release something better, like if they make a sequel, it could be good too, but it's my favorite game. Like, the thing I liked about Elden Ring is that with the other FromSoft games, because I've tried playing a bunch of other, like, I've tried playing, like, Demon Souls and Sekiro. I've tried playing, like, every Dark Souls game. And the thing that I just couldn't get through is that sometimes it felt like... Because those games are a lot linear than Elden Ring. Elden Ring is like kind of the first open world game. Like, yeah, you can technically go any way you want in the old Dark Souls games. Like, you can go in any direction. It was still pretty linear. And it just felt like there's times when it was designed so you'd purposely like hit a wall. And like you had to bash your head against the wall to move forward. And I just didn't like it. But Elden Ring really wasn't that. Elden Ring, it was designed to where you can get through it any way you want. I like that a lot. Armored Core 6 looks fun. I haven't really seen much of it. Like, I have a friend who's a mega FromSoft fan. He's been talking about Armored Core, so I haven't seen much of it though. I found my PS3 in my basement, and I've been grinding RDR1 all week. Nice. I want to get a PS3. Like, I don't care about like retro game collecting, but I would like to have a complete like PlayStation collection, like 1 to 5, and get like a decent collection for each game, especially PlayStation 2 and 3, because 2 I grew up with, and I have a lot of loving memories of. I didn't have the PlayStation 3, so I'd love to get it just to like kind of get those memories other people had. Damn, there are a lot of them. We don't have super chats active. We have... I should get some, but I mean, you can... There's like partnerships and stuff, or you know, there's like memberships on Twitch, and I have super thanks on my channel, so you can do like a super thanks if you want, but I don't believe it's on the streaming, which I should probably set up. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have all PlayStations except for PS2. PS2 is probably my favorite console ever. It's so fun. Like, I have a decent PS2 collect... Hello? Let me kill you. Why can't I kill you? Oh, that's just fucked up. That's just fucked up. I have a decent PS2 collection, but my PS2, I had the shitty like slim one, which like it loads from the top, and the disk drive broke, and I had to like fucking put 100 pounds on it for even to read the disc, so I ended up just tossing it. And I want to get another one, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Definitely set it up, man. I would donate some point in the future. Thank you, I appreciate it. I typically stream for fun. Like, I don't ask for donations for streams, but I'll set it up if you guys want to. I'd have to look into it, though. I don't know how to set any of that up. Returnal's a great game. I tried playing Returnal, and it's like... It's not that it was a bad game. I think there was just other stuff I wanted to play. But also, I don't know, like, I wasn't into... Like, Returnal's the thing where, like... You ever play a game, and it's like, you know you should like it, but for some reason you don't? That was kind of Returnal for me. I feel like if I play it again, I'll like it more, but... Yeah, like, when I started playing it, and I was like, it's not really getting me right now. You guys got some cool armor. I see, it would have been nice if the other big guy came to me too, but he didn't. See, the thing that sucks sometimes is, like, with the stances, you can't always tell which one you're supposed to use. Like, because he's clearly a big guy, so I don't know, was I supposed to use the shield stance or the, you know, the big dude stance? Like, I don't know. Doesn't always make it clear. Oh, yeah, they have poison arrows now. It's kind of annoying. Oh, sorry, sir. This is messy as shit. What's better, The Last of Us TV show or The Walking Dead? Last of Us was really good. The Walking Dead seasons 1 to like 6 before it got outrageously fucking stupid was really good. Like, I think it's like one of the best shows ever. And then it got... Dude, these poison arrows can suck off. They're so annoying. Like, before Walking Dead got fucking stupid, I think it was legitimately like one of the best shows ever. But when it started going down, my god, was it bad. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, now they're doing like all the spin-offs. Like I saw Rick's coming back. Like, they're doing like 3 different spin-offs. There's like one with Daryl, there's one with Negan and Maggie, and then they're doing one with Michonne and Rick. Because we see what happened to Rick. It's so stupid. And then they're doing like Fear the Walking Dead and shit. Like, it's just got enough already. Walking Dead comics is way better. I have to watch more of the comic, like read some more, because I read them. I started reading them pretty heavily a couple years ago, and then I kind of stopped once I got more into the show because I didn't want to like spoil anything for myself. So I should get back into them. But they're really good. Though there's some decisions they make in the comics that are kind of dumb too. Like the comics aren't perfect either. Well, yeah, they're milking it. 'Cause what the fuck else does AMC have right now? Like, Breaking Bad's been over for like over 10 years at this point. Walking Dead seasons 1 to 5 were awesome. Like, up until... I think... It should have ended after they introduced Negan. Like, they should have introduced Negan... And then they should have done, like, the final season where it was, like, the war, and that should have been it. I should cover Good Night Pun Pun Dark Story about the progress of depression. I can check it out. I don't even know how many seasons. 11, 12, 15, fucking 28 if you cover all the spin-offs. It's so stupid. Like, dude, I think by the end, Carol and Daryl were like the only 2 of the original group alive, right? Like, the problem with shows like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones is that when you market yourself on being the show that, oh, any character can die, no one's safe. Well, eventually, when the show goes on long enough and none of the original characters everyone liked are killed off, no one's going to give a shit anymore. And that's what happened with Walking Dead. No one gives a shit anymore. And no one cares about the spin-offs. All of them are gonna fucking fail. I would love for The Walking Dead to get an animated series in the future like Invincible. Robert Kirk was more involved and improves upon the story like he's doing with Invincible. Like, the thing is, that's what's awesome about the Telltale games, is that they actually did tie into the comics. They're technically... The Telltale games are technically canon to the comics. Oh, damn, so we really can't go back to the end of the story. Alright, well, whatever. It's fine. We'll just play them later. Are zombies even a thing in the series? Not really. That's the thing, too, is that, like... Well, that's the problem with The Walking Dead, is like, after season 4 or 5, the zombies kind of don't even matter anymore. Like, it becomes more about, like, the humans fighting each other, which I guess makes sense to a certain degree. Like, after a certain point, you can only have characters fighting zombies for so long before it gets a little repetitive, so I get that. But, yeah, like... It basically became like a post-apocalyptic game or show just with humans. Like, you could basically take the zombies out of the last half of the show, and it really wouldn't make a difference. I need to watch Peaky Blinders and finish Mr. Robot. I've never watched Mr. Robot. I have watched the first 2 or 3 seasons of Peaky Blinders. I need to get back to that myself and finish it out. I think I'm going to rock with this Kai Clan armor, just so we can have that extra boost in health and stuff. Actually kind of goes with it. Let's do... Yeah, we'll rock like that. Humans are awful, but I think will be that many infighting in a zombie apocalypse. You don't think that'd be that many infighting in a zombie apocalypse? I mean, probably not. Like, the best part of The Walking Dead... Oh, what's up, Infamous Wolf? Thanks for stopping by. The problem with The Walking Dead is that what made it so good in the first 4 and 5 seasons is that the main threat was the zombies. But there was a... You know, but the inhuman fighting, that was always like kind of to the side, and it's where it would ramp up towards the end of the season. That's what made it interesting, is that there was infighting, but there was also a joint threat of zombies. That's what, like, there was a good balance in the first 1 to 5 seasons. And then once Negan comes in, you know, they start, like, he has zombies fucking as pets, basically, and he's like using them in war. Like, when they become such non-a-threat at that point, it's not interesting anymore. In my opinion. You know? Like, that's when it gets kind of boring. And that's honestly just kind of what it got at the end. It got boring. Like, obviously, I know if that happened, there would be infighting, but, you know... The Walking Dead is really good, but a bunch of people stopped watching because Glenn died. I mean, I still watched after Glenn died, but... You know who the biggest fan of The Walking Dead was? Like, a mega fan, believe it or not? Was my fucking grandma. My grandma was the biggest fan. Like, this 70-year-old woman who was this God-fearing woman, you know, who hated most of every modern thing, like movies, music, and stuff, just randomly one day watched an episode of The Walking Dead while she was channel surfing and, like, fell in love with it. She was the biggest Walking Dead fan of all time. And even she stopped watching after Glenn died. Or I think she watched a little bit after, but, you know, she just didn't really care. The problem wasn't Glenn dying. The problem was, like, the season after with Negan, they just had nothing else to do. Like, the dumbest thing was when they killed off Carl. Like, that was just stupid. And then taking Rick away from the show was dumb. Like, you can't have a show and replace the entire cast midway through and expect people to still care. Like, no matter what story you give a new character, no matter how much you try to develop them, people are not going to care for them as much as they do for the characters that got them into the show. That was the dumb thing that The Walking Dead tried to do. Oh, fuck. Thank you, camera. Jesus, this guy's got, like, infinite guard. The bird is pissing me off. Shut the fuck up, bro. I can actually hit him with a... Oh, there we go. Yeah, now we got dinner. There we go. Killing of Carl was dumb as shit. Carl was supposed to take over the MC and live until the end. Yeah, everyone, like, I remember everyone thought they were gonna do, everyone had a theory that, like, the ending of The Walking Dead was gonna show, like, old man Carl. like, you're gonna see Carl as an old man, like still surviving the zombie apocalypse, but like they killed that off pretty quick. When you take away politics, media, and corruption, it's just people together, and they can. Oh, I think that's about something else. Walking Dead spawned some great actors' careers like John Berthal, Stephen Yeun. Yeah. I mean, I had a great cast, and a lot of people have gone on to do better things, but you know, definitely not as strong as it could have been. Crazy that an island that small has all the seasons on it. Well, this game, I think, makes Tsuhima look a lot bigger than it was, because Tsushima's not that big, really. That's why the Mongols started there first. It's like they wanted to get something small before they moved on to the mainland. That's typically how they take something over. I've never watched Lost. Isn't Lost one of those shows that, like, had a really shitty ending? We're gonna find something. Let me tell you, it's going good. Oh, I guess we're going up here. I just might as well climb this, though, just to figure out where we even get here. But we're here, might as well. Yeah, it's something like that. I think it's revealed that, like, okay, I guess spoiler for anyone who hasn't watched Lost, but I think it's revealed that, like, they've all been dead the whole time. Yeah, I'm in the 3rd chapter. I didn't realize that. Oh, I forgot, because I had played this before, but I forgot that, like, it kind of locks you out of the rest of the game when you get to the 3rd chapter. So we're basically gonna have to do this until I beat the game, and then I'm gonna go back and do some more of, like the Norio missions and stuff, and Lady Adachi. And then we're going to move on to Judgment. I hope I didn't wait too long, because I feel like I'm hoping, like, I don't start playing Judgment and then, like, it gets taken off PSN. That would really suck. Where do I go from here? You started reading Dark Knight Returns? Nice. I think it's a really good comic. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. Lost Judgment was added 4 months ago. Yeah, well, PlayStation's very... They add stuff and take stuff off without a whim, so I'm hoping, you know, we can play it and not have it taken away. Because they're always taking away and adding stuff. It reads more like a book than a comic. That's kind of how a lot of Frank Miller stuff reads. But then again, Bloodborne and God of War are on it for years. Yeah, but well, is Judgment PlayStation exclusive? I don't think so, right? Because the reason they're on it for years is because they're PlayStation exclusives, and the contracts aren't going to run out with them. Are you enjoying this game so far? One of my favorites. Yeah, I've played it before. I've actually platinumed this before. But just replaying it on stream. And yes, I do love the game. Yeah, so it's not PlayStation exclusive. That's the thing. Like God of War and Bloodborne, they're PlayStation exclusive, so their contract's never going to run out on PlayStation Plus. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's like Netflix. Like, a Netflix exclusive is never going to leave Netflix because they own it. But when Netflix adds something that isn't theirs, they have to license it out. they have to get a contract for it, so they can keep using it. So that's why they have to sometimes take stuff off. Death Stranding is on PS Extra since they updated the system. Yeah, a lot of people want me to check out Death Stranding. I might play it on stream, maybe. I don't know. Like, I know people want me to play it, but it seems so long. Like, I don't know. When it comes to a lot of Hideo Kojima games, I like the idea of his games more than I like actually playing his games a lot of the time. Death Stranding's amazing, the soundtrack. Yeah, the soundtrack I've heard is pretty good, but I can't even, like, when I have to, like, play in streamer mode or something. Or I don't know, someone told me if the song is in the game, then it's alright. Death Stranding is UPS walking simulator. That's what I mean. Like, okay, if I play Death Stranding on stream, is it like, is half of it just gonna be me walking, like going fucking across the United States? Like, how's that interesting? Like, it's a long ass game. Like, how would that be interesting for you guys to see me just walk from point A to B? Like, what the fuck am I gonna talk about? Like, I don't know. Like, I know there's other stuff, but it's probably not till later. Like, you know, I'm sure the game's calming, but I mean, just as, like, playing on stream, I don't think it would be. Like, the Judgment games and Yakuza, like, there's crazy shit all the time, so those would be great for streaming. But, you know, there's some games that, like, just aren't very streamer-friendly. Like, one of my favorite games of all time is Subnautica. It's a great game, but, like, half of the game you're just swimming in the ocean looking for materials. That's not very interesting to watch. What's up, Tupac? We're getting a lot of newcomers in the stream. Hold up. Sub is terrifying yet calming, peaceful at the same time. Sub is terrifying yet calming, peaceful at the same time. Sub is terrifying. Sorry about that. I accidentally put my stream on my laptop just to see how it was going, and I forgot to mute it. Sorry about that. Wait, so what are we doing now? Oh. Let's travel here. I played Alien Isolation, but I haven't, like, I've only played the first hour or so. I rarely ever play a game to completion. Like, usually I play a game for, like, a couple hours and then stop, or, like, I'll play halfway through and then, like, stop. Like, it's rare I, like, ever actually finish a game. Can I get through this? Oh, I guess I can. Yeah, I'm glad more people are joining the streams, definitely. It's always good to see new people. It's weird, though. It's always the streams that, like, are unplanned. It's always the streams that are, like, unplanned, and, like, I only stream for, like, an hour or so, that, like, I get more people that I've never had before. It's so weird. Like, I have a schedule, but it's always the unplanned, impromptu streams that seem to get the most attention. How long is this game? Decently long. Probably, if you're playing the first time, I don't know, like 20 hours or so. I mean, we're at the end game. Like, right now I'm basically locked into the end game. So once we're done with that, I want to do a couple of the side quests, and then I'm going to move on to Judgment. I don't like horror games when you're powerless. It depends. I mean, it depends on the game. I don't mind some of them. Other times it's a bit annoying. The thing that's stupid to me in Outlast is how they explain it's like you're a journalist, you're not a fighter, so you have to run and hide. You know, whenever there's an enemy, like. You don't need to be a fucking mixed martial artist to pick up a pipe and hit someone with it. Like, I never understood that. like there's never actually a good reason. Like, especially in Outlast, where, like, it's not all paranormal stuff. There's some human enemies. Like, in a game like not Cry of Fear, in a game like Layers of Fear, it makes sense because it's all paranormal. But, like, that never made sense in Outlast. Like, you don't have to be a fucking jiu-jitsu master to pick up a pipe. Or Taekwondo master. I haven't installed Judgment yet, no. I'll start installing it after the stream just so I can make sure to have it. Last night I watched Nope by Jordan Peele. Oh, did you? How'd you like it? I liked Nope a lot. I've liked all of Jordan Peele's movies, honestly. How do I get up there? Can I make this run? Oh. James Silent Hill 2 is an average Joe when he kills. Yeah, like, it's... Like, if it's a paranormal game like Layers of Fear, then it makes sense, but for a game like Outlast where you're a human, there's no reason why you can't, like, grab a pipe or a chair and just carry it with you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's a release date for Silent Hill yet. James Gunn hasn't missed? Not yet. Not yet. I think the Guardians trilogy is probably the most solid trilogy out of any MCU project, and I think the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker is the best things out of DC. So I'm happy James Gunn's taken the mantle over. Also, James Gunn has a couple. He has a lot of other good movies too. Like he has a pretty funny horror movie called Slither, I think. It's pretty good. I love that when the Mongols actually like get scared, they see fucking shit up. It's so cool. I think those because there's one more person. The last trailer looks bad. I don't have many hopes for it. What, for Silent Hill? I mean, the problem with the Silent Hill trailer is that they're marketing it as a remake, right? But judging from the gameplay, it doesn't look like they changed any of the gameplay at all. Like, it still looks stiff and stuff. Like, it seems like it's more of a remaster than a remake. Who would have thought that a talented guy who respects and loves source material would make good movies and shows about them? I've never guessed that. Oh my god, you Witcher show? Oh my god, yeah. It's crazy it took studios this long to realize that if they know the source material, it turns out good. Oh my god, speaking of not getting the source material, I watched Madam Web last night. Oh my god, dude. It was so fucking bad. Oh my, I can't believe it took me this long to bring it up. Oh my god. It's so bad. Dude, first of all, trailers for horror movies and comic book movies are so bad because they're so misleading, right? They make you think that, like, if you watch the trailer, you would think that all of the girls, like all the Spider-Women and stuff, were in it, right? Like, you think that they all have powers and shit. That's not true. It's basically just about Madam Web. Like, the other girls just kind of play a part in it, but they don't actually have anything to do with it. Like, it's just Madam Web. So it's misleading because it makes you think it's something it's not. Like, it makes you think like, oh, all the girls are teaming up and beating the one villain. No, it's not the case. You see, like, you see them. The first time you see them suited up is because you're seeing them in the future, and then when you see it again, it's because Madam Web has like a vision of them with their powers. And dude, the acting was so fucking bad, and it has to be the director, because I don't think the people in it were necessarily bad actors. I just think the directing was so bad. They dubbed lines in for some reason. Like, there's multiple lines that are dubbed in. It's so weird. And then, like, I remember I was watching it, and then me and my girlfriend were watching it. We paused it at one point, and there was like fucking 30 minutes left, and I'm like, nothing's happened this entire movie. I'm like, what the fuck has happened this whole time? I don't know, the idea of Spider-Man being a serial killer sounds good. Well, it wasn't even Spider-Man. It's not the actor's fault, no. It's just like okay, it feels like, like my girlfriend was saying this too, Scarlet Widow. It seems like it was going to be a different movie at one point, and that it just got changed midway. But God, it was so bad. The editing was weird too. Like, the film was hard to follow. They do this thing where, like, Madam Web can see in the future, because that's like her whole thing, right? But like the first 3 times they do it, it's like so weird. It's like you don't get they're doing it until like the 3rd time. Like, Sony really needs to stop with fucking live action movies. They really do. They're destroying. I mean, I understand they're just making the movies so they can keep the rights to the characters. But, like, does Sony think, like, Madam Web and Morbius are going to bring in, like, money? Like, is it really that important to keep the characters? But you know what, though? It's not even like Morbius where, like, it's a funny bad. It's just kind of bad. Like, it's not even something like Lotus where, like, I can make a video about it and laugh at it. It's just objectively bad. Like, I don't think there's any laughs to be had. See, the Venom movies are bad, right? But at least with Venom 2, at least it kind of understood that, and it became more of a comedy. Like, I think Venom 2 is a fun time. Venom 1 just feels kind of weird. Like, at least with Venom 2, it felt like it knew it was a bad movie and it had fun with it. Like, that's what Sony needs to do. Because, like, they're making these movies to keep on the characters that aren't that particularly strong. Like, Morbius without Spider-Man or without Blade, who gives a fuck? Who's going out there and buying single Morbius comics? No one. Like why? I don't know why Sony's trying so hard to keep the rights to these characters. And I mean, the other thing too is, like, how is it that Sony, they make such good animated movies like the Spider-Verse films, yet when it comes to, like, anything live action, it's like they hired a bunch of fucking infants to write the scripts. It really, like, I swear to God, Madam Web felt like it was an AI generated movie. Like it felt like an AI wrote the script. Honestly, the dialogue wasn't even good. Let Craven be halfway decent. If Craven is like even somewhat decent, it will only be because Aaron Taylor Johnson is so talented. Like that would be the only reason, because he's an insanely talented person. And what is going on with this guy? Do you see that? What the fuck is going on? The only reason it'll be decent is because Aaron Taylor Johnson is so good that you can pretty much give him a fucking broomstick and, you know, a fucking Taco Bell receipt, and he can make something good with it. But, you know, other than that, it probably isn't. Like, the problem is, like, it's not even Craven. Like, that's not how Craven acts or talks in the comics. So, you know, I don't feel like it's ever going to be that good. Have I ever seen The Witch? I don't know. I don't think I have. I should, though. I think that's like that Anna Taylor-Joy movie, right? Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. The fact they could truly reference Peter Parker and not say his name when the whole point of the movie was to have him born become Spider-Man. Oh my God, there was such a dumb scene where like they have Emma Roberts who plays Peter's mother. It's Ben and it's Ben Parker and or, you know, it's Peter's parents, and you know they can't even say Peter's name, so it's like they like play around it. It's like, is that the baby shower, and everyone's guessing his name. They couldn't actually say Peter or Spider-Man. Which was worse, Web or Lotus? Honestly, probably Madam Web. Like, at least Lotus I had fun. Like, at least it was like a fun bad. Madam Web was just fucking boring most of the time. I don't know. I think I had more fun. Because both are awful, but Lotus was like a fun bad, whereas Madam Web was just bad. Like, I didn't even have fun with it. Honestly, is there a bad Batman movie? They all have good entertainment value. I mean, the one Batman Forever, I would say, has some entertainment value. The only objectively bad one is probably Batman and Robin. Like, I found no enjoyment out of those movies, but that's just me. To each their own, sweetheart. Honestly, is there a bad oh wait, I read that. I personally don't like the Nolan movies. I was talking about this with Seek Donnelly. I really don't like Rises. Like, there's very little things I like about Dark Knight Rises. I love The Dark Knight, even though it's not perfect. And to be honest, if you took out Heath Ledger, you really wouldn't have... That movie would not have been as good received as it was. But, you know... Is this the last mission? No, maybe not. I think it tells you when you're about to enter the last mission. We'll do this. What was I saying? Oh, like, the thing that, you know, if you take away Ledger, The Dark Knight would not be nearly as well received. Batman Begins, I used to be a lot harsher to Batman Begins. Like, I used to not like it very much at all. I've watched Batman Begins probably 5 or 6 times in my life. Each time I've watched it, I've grown a little bit to like it more. Like, each time I watch Batman Begins, I like it a little bit more. Can upgrade the ghost armor. That's not really worth upgrading at this point. Just got a notification from Emergency Awesome Henry Cavill joined the MCU. I heard about that yesterday, like that he was in talks to, but he's in it now. Who is he? Nolan movies are good but too realistic for a comic book character. He's Captain Britain? No way. Yeah, actually? That's kind of funny. That's interesting. Captain Turkey is your favorite Marvel character? Man, DC, they fucked over Henry Cavill so bad. He did not deserve that, man. Like, he gave his all to be Superman. Yes, there is a Captain Britain. I think originally Captain Britain was, a woman. You won't have to fake an accent now? Yeah, but Henry Cavill doesn't do a bad American accent. But yeah, he won't have to fake it now. Oh god, why is everything so far away? Jesus. Facts, my boy got screwed. Let's talk about how The Witcher screwed him. I feel so legitimately bad for Henry Cavill. He got screwed by DC and The Witcher. Like, he just gets treated so poorly in like in every project he's in. Like, I hope Marvel's fucking kinder to him. Because he does not deserve all the bullshit he's had to take in these movies. We don't talk about the Witcher show here. So, like, but wasn't the first season of the Witcher show, like, kind of fairly received? Like, wasn't it until, like, after he left that people started hating it? Because, like, I think he left after the first season, right? Hopefully Warhammer in the MCU. First season was like 6 out of 10. Oh, I guess even the first one wasn't even that good. But was it badly received because isn't the show more based on the books? Like, I wonder if some of the hate for it is more because it's based on the books and not the games. Or is it just like legitimately, like, is it just not that good? Like, what is the hate for it? Hopefully Warhammer. Yeah, I forgot they were doing a Warhammer. Oh, it's nothing like the books? Oh, I thought it was. It's nothing like the books or the games? So it's just like its own thing? Investigate the rest. I wish this shit was better, this investigation stuff, because it makes it so unclear what you're supposed to look at. Like, what do you want me to investigate here? I don't know what it wants me to look at. I already investigated everything. Like, this is something that needs to get fixed in a second game. Like, this investigation thing is so stupid. So I don't know what the fuck it wants me to look at. What do you want me to see? Oh, the fucking tree. That could have been made a little bit more obvious. You like the games and the books because of the European folklore inspirations. Yeah, the writers hated the source material of the books and games, and they thought they could make their own original story. I don't understand. If you don't like the source material, why make a movie? I don't understand that. Like, why work on something you don't like? Like, that's the same thing when, like, Kathleen Kennedy took over for the Star Wars movies. If you don't like the source material you're working with, why work with it? I don't get that. I've never understood that. I like how Harry Potter and Conan the Barbarian, they're actually junior, and anything magical and fantasy they just throw to the work. I know the answer is money, but you'd think some of these people at least get into it to be creative, so I don't get why. Well, like, how do you have fun? Like, don't you want to have fun too? Like, don't you want to have fun too? Like, why are you going to work on something you don't like? I don't know. I know the answer is I know the answer is money, but it confuses me.
先生から何か聞いたのか？
いいえ、何も。無口なお方なので。
相変わらずか。
まさかお侍にお会いできるなんて。
戦は思わぬ縁を生むな。
これを機にぜひともお伺いしたいことが。
申してみろ。
人の生き死にを左右できるお力を得られてどのようなご気分？
No, because people want to watch fans get pissed and hate watch their garbage. Sometimes. Hate watching also making money. Yeah. I mean, they say there's no such thing as bad publicity, so... I mean, look at Madame Web. People are watching it. I mean, partly I watched Madame Web because I heard it was so bad. Like, that happens, you know? I mean, in with you, I'm a huge fan of the books and games, but it's how the industry goes, sadly. Yeah, true. Anime gets hit the worst with that shit. When they do an American remake of an anime, you can tell, like, the people who made it have no fucking clue what the source material is. Like, you guys ever watch the live action Dragon Ball movie? What is it? Was it like Generations or something? It's with the same actor who's in Shameless, I think he plays Fiona's boyfriend at one point. Like, that, you can tell they had no fucking clue what they were working with. Evolution. Cough, cough, American Old Boy. Bruce Wayne, you've been here long enough to know we don't talk about the American Old Boy. You know, that doesn't exist in this chat. Dragon Ball Evolution's a beautiful train wreck. Yeah, at least you can have, like, fun with it. I can't really say the same with the American Death Note, though. The only thing the American Death Note did good was cast William Dafoe as Ryuk. Because now, whenever I read Death Note, I will forever read Ryuk's part in William Dafoe's voice. Like, he actually fits that role perfectly. But to be fair, William Dafoe is good in basically everything he's in. I haven't watched the live-action One Piece, but I have heard it's not bad. Like, I heard they did a decent job on it. Because they probably knew the source material. Like, it's not that hard just to get someone who knows what they're working with. Like, Death Note could work in live-action, and I think in Japan they did a live-action version that was, like, decently received. It's just about knowing the source material. Thoughts on Sony's new IP Stellar Blade? I haven't seen anything from it, really. I don't really keep up with new IPs unless... Like, I don't follow them unless I hear... Unless, like, I hear stuff about it. Or, like, I'll follow new IPs if they come out and I hear they're good. But, like, other than that, I don't really look into it too much. Because I don't buy games on release, so I don't really have a reason to, like, look into it.
仲間がおらねばとうに死んでおる。
謙遜なさらずとも。
これまで生き延びたのも足立
Like,
家の
unless I hear a game is going to be on PlayStation Plus on launch, maybe I'll look into it. But other than that, even then, not really. Very rare.
先生が立つ前にそなたの家へ急ぐぞ。
もう少し先にあります。
All right, so just so everyone knows, I'm gonna be playing for about another 10 minutes. Now next week, I'm gonna have to change the streaming schedule again because I'm not gonna be home Saturday, pretty much at all. So I'm gonna stream Friday. The Friday stream is gonna be earlier though. It's gonna be earlier, and then I'm gonna stream on Sunday again to make up for Saturday. Yeah, you know, you make days, you put away days to stream, and sometimes just, you know, sometimes you gotta work around it.
あそこなら生き直せる。
本土へ渡れたとしたら何をする。
And then hopefully we can continue with,
京都で
yeah, Friday and Sunday.
京都でも習って雅な着物を
I used to stream on Sunday more, but I ended up changing
下
it.
男が金を巻き上げる。
Can't wait for the Judgment games.
京都
I
が
mean,
大騒ぎになるな。
if I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna say we're probably gonna do 2 more streams
行こう。
先
of,
生がお待ちでしょうからね。
like, I think we're gonna do 2 or 3 more streams of Ghost and then move on to Judgment. I don't think we're gonna do, like, more than 3. Like, I doubt it's gonna be 4 or 5. And then we're gonna move on to Judgment, which a lot of people are looking forward to, so I'm very happy with that. Honestly, I might move a streaming day back to Sunday because I'm new people here. So if Sunday works better for people, maybe I'll just do that.
気にするな。急げ。
Like I said, like whenever I have a schedule, weirdly it just works out to where regulars show up. But whenever I bring in like, all right, I do an impromptu stream, I always get mad new people for some reason. Never played it. It's like the Yakuza games. It's in the same universe, and it's kind of the same style, but it's not. It's a different story. I think you play as, I don't know his name or anything, but you play as a lawyer who, I believe, was framed for murder, so you have to, like, solve the murder. Oh, he juked me. Ow. I survived that by the fucking skin of my teeth.
家はどこだ。
この近く。さあ、
Oh, he's not framed. Oh, well, either way. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'll have to download it when we stop for today.
ここです。お入りください。
Being that it's my first time playing, I'm also going to play in dubbed just so I can read chat and know what they're saying.
先の戦いではまるで
島のためなら鬼にもなろう。
私たちは辛い
Are you doing YouTube full time now?
心に闇を抱え
Trying to. It's not always easy, but I'm trying to do YouTube full
似たような
time.
ことをおっしゃったが、お前が言うと自然に聞こえるな。友え。
Oh, okay. One of his clients is arrested for murder in that man. Okay, okay, gotcha.
私は敵を見くびる癖がある。
I think someone told me that. I just
な
misremembered.
ぜだ。
猛虎に裏切られたの。
技を盗まれた挙句に捨てられたか。
抗っては見たものの。
Someone said the dub's pretty good though, so hopefully we're not gonna have to. So hopefully it'll be pretty decent.
つまり助太刀がいるのだな。だが我らで十分。
どこが狙われるか知りたいでしょ。 3人で奇襲を仕掛け打ち滅ぼせば私の気も晴れる。
先生のお気持ちを聞かねば。
ジン、
Oh, the dub's incredible. That's
止まって
good.
言ってよ。
Because I'm going to play in dub, so I'm happy we don't have to deal with anything. I mean, the dub for this game is pretty good, too. Like, I think the English voice actor they got for Jin's actually decent, but I just prefer, like, being that I've played this already and know the dialogue, I just prefer to play it in sub. The only dub that sucks is for Infinite Wealth? Oh, really? Well, not all the Yakuza games are subbed, right? Or not all of them are dubbed, I mean. Aren't, like, the first, like, couple not dubbed?
北の上学で巴と話しました。猛虎に裏切られたそうです。
目の前におってなぜ生かしておいたのだ。
旧兵が先陣を敷いております。巴は共に一掃したいと。
隙をついてわしらの首をはねるつもりかもしれん。
殺そうと思えばいつでも
Maybe
私を
because
射抜けました。
KRIU voice actor is trash. Ooh.
あやつを信じて報われた試しなどないがな。
信じておりません。なれど我らも巴も助力を必要としています。
乗ってやるとするか。肩をつけてやる。
たまには休んでくださいね。
Okay. Our legend grows. The Demon's Blade. Alright, you know what, guys? We're actually going to end it here for today. I'm actually going to go hang out with some family for a little bit. And then we work on the new video. So thank you guys for stopping out. Happy we got some new people here. Really great stream. I don't know, Sunday seems to work better for some people, so we might just be moving the streaming day to Sunday, honestly. I don't mind that. But either way, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Can't wait to finally start Judgment with you guys, and